Welcome back to another episode of Shifting Reality. I'm here to tell you to just freaking do it. I need you to just do it, okay? Because we cannot live our life fearing the things we want most. We cannot live life fearing our own freaking gifts. What is a life where you don't go after the things that you want? We have 80 to 100 years on this earth, here to experience life to its fullest, and that means you need to stop holding yourself back from what you truly desire. And I know it's hard because we are programmed to be fearful, especially of the things that we are really, really good at. It seems like all of us are traumatized in some sort of way where we're scared of our own gifts and our own power, but once you become aware of it, you can work through it and make the conscious choice to not allow fear to stop you. I was listening to the song, and it's called Think Different by Lucky Day. In the end of the song, there's like this monologue where he talks about how fear is something that you can conquer. And that's exactly what it is. When you realize that you can shift your perspective on what fear is, it doesn't have the same power over you, because right now I'm guessing your perspective is that fear is something that you should stray away from, when in reality fear is like the fuel for the engine. If you fear something, I would say just go after it anyway, just to show yourself that you can do it. Well, that's what I've been doing recently. If something scares me, I just do it. Like on my Instagram, I used to be so scared to show my personality or just talk on the internet because I would be very concerned or worried about how people would view me. But once I continued to do it, talking, sharing my opinion, I realized that there's literally nothing to fear. Even if people do judge me for what I say, it has nothing to do with me. Their judgments won't change what I'm doing with my life at the end of the day, especially if it's something that makes me happy. And talking is something that I like to do, so nobody can stop me no matter what they say to me. Fear is not something that's supposed to stop you. It's something that's supposed to push you forward. So if you fear something, like say you're scared of posting yourself on the internet talking, I would recommend just fucking doing it. Because at the end of the day, I feel like going after the things that you want feels much better than living with regret for not doing it in the first place. Just do it. Just fucking do it, because you can. Literally, sometimes I think we think things are stopping us, but in reality, it's you that's stopping you. You can come up with a million reasons not to do something, and then you convince yourself not to do it. And you know what? That's not the way to live life. If you can come up with one reason why you should do it, then you should freaking do it, because you never know what doing it could do for you. You could literally change your life by going after the things that you want. So do it, bro. There's nothing stopping you. Instead of thinking what could go wrong, think about what could go right, because a lot of times when we think of all the possible outcomes that could negatively affect us, none of them end up happening if you go after it. It's like you create illusions for yourself. Living in regret is much worse than failing, I'll tell you, because at least when you fail, you tried. Trying is much better than not. When I was in middle school, I remember this time, and I like to use this as an example of why fear should not stop you. I remember in middle school, I was trying out for the theater program, and I had prepared a song and my monologue, and I was ready, right? And then as soon as I got there, I had decided I couldn't do it because I was too scared to get up on stage and perform in front of everybody. What ended up happening is I went with the backstage crew. I pretended like I was there for that, and the whole year I spent in the backstage crew, and I hated it because I wanted to be on stage, I wanted to perform, and I didn't because I was too scared to audition. And the next year I went back, I prepared, I did my song, I did my monologue, I got up on that stage, and I just did it. And I was so proud of myself. And I showed myself that I could do it. You know, sometimes you just need to push yourself to do it just to show yourself you can. Because at the end of the day, you can do anything. You need to stop telling yourself, I can't. Because you can. You literally can. There is no reason There is no reason to say that you can't. You have infinite potential to do anything that you desire to do. It's just a matter of choosing to do it. And it's so simple, yet we make it so complicated because we fear our own power or we fear our own success. So I'm here to tell you, stop fearing your potential. If you want to be successful, if you want to be great, if you want to be whatever you want to be, you're going to have to push yourself outside your comfort zone, and you're going to have to just freaking do it. So I'm here to tell you to go after that thing. I'm here to tell you to challenge yourself, because if you're stuck, you can't stay in your comfort zone forever, because if you stay in your comfort zone, you're not going to grow. You're just going to stay stagnant. And I'm sure you don't want to do that. What's better? Staying stagnant or growing? Obviously growing. So obviously you're going to have to push yourself. You're going to have to conquer your fear. Illusion this, illusion that. Just fucking do it, girl. Get up off your ass and stop convincing yourself that you shouldn't, because you should. I would say change your relationship with fear. So instead of being like, okay, I feel fear, I'm not going to do it anymore, say, I feel fear, but I'm going to continue going after this because I really want it. It really depends on how determined you are, how disciplined you are, and how consistent you can be when it comes to certain things. Because I could say I'm still fearful of getting on the internet and talking to a fucking camera. Like, I'm here in my room by myself and I still have like little spurts of fear that rise because, like, you know, the incessant thinking that comes into our mind. We are literally insane, but I choose not to listen to those thoughts that tell me I can't do things, because that's a fucking lie. Look at me now. My past self would have told me I can't come on the internet and talk because, I don't know, I would be scared of what people would think of me. But I said, fuck that fear. While other people are fearful, you could be going after your dreams and putting yourself ahead. So I choose to put myself ahead. My willpower is stronger than my fear. And that's what you need to realize. It's like you have to build up the motivation to do it regardless if you feel those feelings of fear. Because again, fuck fear. It's literally an illusion that keeps you stagnant. Who wants to be stagnant all their lives? You're here to grow, you're here to experience, and you're here to live your freaking best life. And that means pushing past the uncomfortability. It means pushing past the doubt and the judgment of others. Because who really gives a fuck what anybody thinks of them? Do you really give a fuck what they think about you? Like, really think about it. How is their opinion going to shape your life? It's not, unless you allow it to. Like, literally, you can tune out all the haters. I've done that. I tune the motherfuckers out because I'm not listening to you. You aren't paying my bills. So if you're not paying my bills, I'm not listening to you. Who are you? And again, most of the time, people who judge you want to do the things that you're doing, but they're too scared. So you should do it regardless. You should use it as fuel. Like, honestly, you can either listen to people's judgments or you can be a rich bitch. I choose to be a rich bitch. The most successful people in the world probably had so many people telling them they can't do it or that's unrealistic, but they did it anyways. They don't listen to them because they don't know what you're capable of. They don't know what they're capable of. So why would you listen to them? If you have a desire to do something, that desire is God-given, so you need to cherish it and you need to follow through with it. Like, if you feel like, oh, I'm meant to be a healer, or I'm meant to help the collective, don't be scared to do those things, because you have that desire for a reason. You wouldn't have it if you weren't meant to. And that's what I've been realizing with my life. I feel like I'm meant to be a healer. I feel like I'm meant to have a spiritually led life. So that's what I choose to do, regardless of what the external world tells me is realistic or what is probable in this world. I don't give a fuck what's probable or realistic. I care what makes me happy. I care about what lights that fire in me and that spirituality, and that's why I continue to do it regardless of the judgment, regardless of the views I get or the subscribers that follow me. I don't care about all that. I care about doing what is right for me. And that's what you really need to think about. Is this right for me? And if it is, and you still have fear, just push past it. Because when you think about it, fear is just a thought pattern. It's not something that can physically hold you back. Self-initiated change is one of the hardest things to do, but once you do it, you become unstoppable, because you don't need anything outside of you to motivate you to do what you need to do. You motivate yourself. You motivate yourself, and you have the willpower inside of you to push yourself to go after those things that you want. So I tell you to muscle the courage, and just do it. What's life if you don't go after your dreams? It's boring. That's not life. That's just following what other people are doing. It's just following the system, and who wants to do that? Most people go through life scared of the things they want most, and let me tell you, they're unhappy. But I would say, even me, even though I'm not where I desire to be yet, every day I'm so proud of myself for how far I've come, because I could have let fear stop me. I could have sat there and dreamed and never did anything about it, but I chose to take action because I want to be successful. I want to be the person I dream of in my head, so I'm going to go after it regardless. Do you want that for yourself? That's the question. And how bad do you want it? How bad you want it will determine your behavior. If you really, really want it, you're going to go for it. So I say, determine what you really want and then do it. I challenge you today or tomorrow, whatever day, to take one step that will get you closer to what you desire to do. Sometimes we think, oh, we have to take 15 different steps at one time, and that just creates overwhelm and stress for you. One little step can make such a difference. I'm here to motivate you guys to get up off your asses and follow your fucking dreams, because I'm not living a life where people tell me what I have to do. No, I don't have to work for your corporations. No, I don't have to be a slave to the system. And if you think that's true, it's going to be true for you. So don't believe that bullshit. If you want to go after what you want to, if you want to start a fucking business, start the fucking business. What is stopping us? Literally, there is no physical obstacle in front of us that is stopping us. It's our mind. So stop listening to that bitch. Sometimes you just need to turn the dial down on your mind and listen to your inner self, because if you're really in touch with your inner self, she would be telling you to go after your dreams. Sorry, he or she would be telling you to just go after it, because again, that's what life is about. I feel like we think life is supposed to be boring, mundane, and like, oh, I go to work every day. I work this 9 to 5. I come home and then I'm depressed. No, that's not life, guys. That's not life. Like, oh my God, when people ask me what I want to do, I'm like, I want to change the world. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I believe in God's plan. And that's all you really need to do, is have trust and faith in the plan. Because when you have trust and faith, you know that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and you'll get to where you desire to be. You'll have the intuitive knowing to take steps when you need to. So there's no reason for you to really stress or worry about anything if you really trust in God's plan. If you're really aligned with the life you desire, then you're gonna get there. But don't think if you're sitting on your ass and doing nothing that you're aligned. You have to do some work. You have to work on yourself. You have to release those mindsets that aren't serving you. You have to put effort, physical effort sometimes, into what you want to create. So if you want to be a content creator, you can't just sit on your ass and expect a video to pop up. No, you have to put some effort into recording. You have to think about what you want to talk about. You have to do these things. These are just little baby steps. But again, they make such a difference. You can choose not to do it and live in regret, or you can choose to do it and be happy and proud of yourself for pushing yourself, because that's what life is really about, guys. Don't forget it. Don't fucking forget. Life is to have fun. Life is to be experienced, and that means doing whatever the fuck you want. Nobody is stopping you. You are unstoppable. Never forget it. Never forget it. And again, tell yourself that you can do it. You can. No more I can't. I want you totally to eliminate that from your vocabulary, because you can. Okay? You can. All right. Well, I think that's it. I'm going to grab a card for you guys real quick. Let's see. What is one card for the collective listening to this right now? Your card for today is transformation. Moment by moment, you are transforming. The great love that holds you in its embrace inspires and supports you to ever greater light, ever deeper oneness, and ever burgeoning wisdom. Until next time, stay enlightened, stay blissed, and may your journey be filled with endless discoveries.